Hi people, it's me Anja, welcome back to my channel. So to continue my LGBT related videos, today's video is dedicated to my favorite books with ALO Ace main character. So if you don't know what ALO means or what Ace means, I'm going to explain it a little bit here. ALO is short for aromantic, and aromantic means the lack of romantic attraction. Ace is short for asexual, which means the lack of sexual attraction. You can be ALO and Ace, or you can just be Ace, or just be ALO. Like for example, you can be biromantic asexual, or bisexual aromantic. So anyway, I hope that made sense. If it doesn't, just Google it. But anyway, the first book on this list is called Summerboard Blue, written by Akemi Donne Bowman. This is a YA contemporary, and it follows Rosiee. After her beloved sister dies, she feels guilt because of the death, and how she overcomes this guilt and this grief. And this book is so good. Akemi Donne Bowman is truly one of my favorite YA contemporary authors. She is so talented and so underrated. And Summerboard Blue is such a wonderful story, and the main character of this story is so resilient and absolutely wonderful, and I really love this book. I think this is the first 5-star book that I've ever read by Akemi, and let me tell you, I'm so excited for her next book in 2021, which is called The Infinity Courts, I believe. But anyway, Summerboard Blue is literally so lovely and just so good, so please read it. The next book on this list is called Tarnished All the Stars, written by Rosiee Thor. This is a YA science fiction steampunky story, and it follows 3 unlikely allies, and they have to work together because they figure out that they have a common enemy. And one of those 3 characters, Nathaniel, is ALO Ace, hence why this book is in this list. And the other 2 characters are sapphic, which is why I think I mentioned this book in part 1 of my favorite sapphic books with sapphic main characters in it. I made that video a few months ago. Anyway, this story was so good. I really enjoyed the setting. I liked the 3 perspectives in it. All of the 3 characters worked well together. I liked the friendships that formed between all of them. I did enjoy also the sapphic romantic relationship. That was solid. Anyway, I think that ALO Ace representation is so underrated, hence why I'm creating an entire video dedicated to it. But also, it's very underrated in other genres aside from contemporary. So I'm so glad that this story featured some of it, and it was just so good. I can only speak on the ALO Ace representation to an extent, since I am not ALO Ace. But I thought that it was good, it was solid, it didn't feel like it was forced or anything like that. So anyway, this book is good. Before we get into the third book on this list, I would like to address the fact that it is sprinkling a little bit, so I apologize if you can hear that. But anyway, the third book on this list is called The Stars We Steal, written by Donne. This is a YA science fiction retelling of Persuasion. It was so good, and the main character of this story is written to be Demi. I know for sure that it doesn't explicitly say that she's Demi in this story, but I found out after I read this book on Goodreads that she is written to be Demi, which is very cool. For those who don't know what Demi means, it can either stand for demi-romantic or demisexual. I don't know specifically if this character is demisexual or demi-romantic. Maybe she's both. But anyway, it's on the asexuality spectrum, I believe, and it means that you're not attracted to somebody until after a deep emotional connection to them. And also, if any of my definitions of any of these sexualities are incorrect, please let me know. Anyway, this story was so solid. The main character of this story is so smart and inventive, and I really enjoyed this story. Donne does have a previous book that's also a retelling, Brightly Burning, I believe, which is a Jane Eyre retelling. But anyway, I preferred this book because it was so good, and also the cover is like so pretty. So the next book on this list is called The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy, written by Mackenzi. This is a YA historical fiction and follows Felicity, our ALO Ace main character, and she wants to become a doctor, even if it means traveling across Europe to do that. And I think this book is set in the 19th century, so it's not exactly encouraged for Felicity to become a doctor as a woman, but she's determined to do it. I really enjoy this book. Technically, it's a companion novel to The Gentleman's Guide to whatever that book was called, but I preferred this one. It was just so good. Felicity is just the superior sibling to her brother, and I just loved Felicity as a character. This book is so good. I really enjoyed all the female friendships in this story. I love friendships, especially like between females, because sometimes I feel like female friendships are like catty and petty and stuff, but like these relationships, these platonic relationships were just so good and lovely and wonderful. And like I said, Felicity is a great character, and this story was so good. I know that Mackenzi Lee is a bit of like a controversial author, but like I think that she received a lot of controversy for the previous book in the series and not specifically this one. I don't know. I'm not really like up to date on all of her controversy and why she's so like problematic, but anyway, this story is quite good. The last book on this list is called Hazel's Theory of Evolution, and it follows Hazel when her life is turned upside down in her last year of middle school. This book was so good. It was lovely, and it was tender, and it was imaginative, and I really liked Hazel as a character, and she is also ALO Ace. I don't know why I mentioned that, because obviously she's ALO Ace, because why else would I promote this book in this video? But anyway, Hazel as a character is just so absolutely wonderful. I really enjoyed reading this book because I wasn't expecting for Hazel's sexuality to be confirmed at the end of the book in the author's note. I truly thought that I was reading in between the lines, and I think that's maybe because, like I said, ALO Ace people are so underrepresented, and also I feel like most of the time they're limited to only YA, so it's rare to find it in middle grade as well because of the stupid stereotype that kids are too young to figure out their sexuality, which is so stupid because of so many things. Anyway, I'm digressing. This story was so good. It was absolutely wonderful, and it was such a lovely, fluffy surprise. There was also lots of diversity in Hazel's friend group because one of her other friends is transgender and then the other one is disabled. We stand diverse representation, and this book was so good. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below your favorite books with ALO Ace representation, preferably middle grade and YA, because that's all that I mostly read. But yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and just know if you are ALO Ace or just ALO or just Ace, you are valid, loved, and accepted and valued in my book. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!